Hello, how is everyone today? So today I'm going to keep playing Cinderella. It will also be a short stream like I've been doing, usually 2 hours more or less. And I hope that I'll be able at least to one chapter of it. So that's what we are going to do today. Also about my stream tomorrow, I'm changing it to Sunday because I don't think that I'll be able to do it tomorrow, so Sunday will be, I don't know the time yet, probably in the noon. So yeah, let's just change and go to the game. The stream elements that it isn't, but it didn't send a message though. I don't know. Stream elements is weird. What you do is your choice, princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way, she'd burn salad. She could be a receptionist. Then we'd lose all of our customers. That's probably true. I'm right here, you know. Ori, do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. Am I supposed to possess skills of things I have never done? I found the perfect job for us, Cinderella. Ta-da! Diana will be in charge of sweeping the Martian's floor. What? Perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. It's your very own special broom. A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Suddenly the broom flies into my hands. I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins sweeping the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have I done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Laura, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. And it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We've got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. You are dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait, did they really just leave? Hey, slow down. The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my protests, I am still forced, like a puppet, to sweep the floors with grudging tenacity. I can barely catch my breath after that. Princess, Parfait sent me to check. Oh, lovely. It's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboard. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princess could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the Martian is opening soon, yes? The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the Martian. I do sympathize with you, princess. difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He's definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I have done today. I remember the Salvanist offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find it, to my surprise, that it is very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse? Forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocated blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Despite having slept for hours, I am still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effective. Whatever Nis gave me really works. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offered to help me are all here. Whom should I ask for help? We are going for our boy worlds. He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside. I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. What is going on? Oh, no, this isn't it. I watch him away as Walt snaps his fingers and all the orbs disappear with a pop. Oh, Princess, what are you doing? Practicing my next magic trick. I still haven't perfected it. How come you are able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy? A good magician never reveals his secrets. Right. Do you need anything? I take a deep breath. Can you teach me about goodness? Huh? Why do you look so surprised? Well, it's just that I didn't think it came to me for help. You don't want to... No, that's not it all. I'm happy you asked me. What would you like to know about goodness? How do you do a good deed? It is a very broad question. I don't think I can give you a specific example. Then, how do I do good? The easiest way to do good is to make someone happy. So a good deed would involve making someone happy? How do I do that? I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in a thick mud. Oh no. Stop! I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. I glare at Carlin as he begins to move. You... You are dirtying the floor. Sorry. Carlin dashes across the room, with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was Dolores doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This is Witch having fun writing all over it. I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It is only trying to help. He's doing nothing but making my life miserable. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that has just entered. She's a regular at the marsh and according to Parfait and Laura, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I have just cleaned the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I will clean up after myself right away. Good. The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she'd made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Laura is and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Laura, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I'm done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? I'm going for a waltz again. I found Walt sitting in the corner of the tavern reading a book. He didn't strike me as the kind of person who would read books. I'm going to take that as a compliment. But to be honest, I wouldn't be reading this if it wasn't preparing for one of my shows. Shows? I don't just do magic shows, I perform puppet shows as well. I have to be familiar with several bedtime stories for those. You should come with me sometime, the children are always so happy at the shows. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. I have never been around children for extended amounts of time. You've got to be patient too. Children can be difficult to handle. Speak as if you weren't a child yourself. That's because I'm not. Hi Val, how are you? Also, if you are going to sleep, have a good night. And I hope that you had a good dinner as well. Oh, if you're just chilling, I hope that you have a comfortable chilling. Have a nice chill time here. I'm just reading it. Walt hates it when he's treated like a child, especially when Karma teases him about it. Besides, patience isn't just for children, it's necessary in a lot of situations. Thank you. I'll guess you might need to work on that. Excuse me? Walt shrugs and, with an awkward smile, returns to his book. A month has passed and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying to. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and receive various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless. I think it is important that you consider another person's feelings. Patient. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful both on the inside and out, right? Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend, it has to come from my heart. I place my hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. I close my eyes, thinking all of the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream? Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People you use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me, Diana. I'll never hurt you. I'll never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Diana. I love you too, mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I'm the one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern paired up to assist each other. Two heads are better than one, as they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders at the mansion volunteered to help her, remember? I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Lauren. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an alliance instead? Princess? Excuse me, Princess? I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've just been staring at your tray and the customer is waiting for this order. Of course. Dora has me helping Anis today. The Martian is unexpectedly busy, and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Diana. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my hunching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the Martian. I've never seen the Martian this busy. I roll into my stomach and bury my face into the pillow. My arms and leg protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. And in chapter 3. Now we'll make our choice. Walt, my boy. Chapter 3. Peter Pan. And we are saving just in case. I decided that I cannot waste any more time. The next day, I searched for Walt as soon as the broom stops dragging me around. I swear he was just here a while ago. Anis, have you seen Walt? Oh, I just saw him walk back inside. I find him talking with Parfait and Laura in the reception area. All of them are speaking in solemn whispers. As soon as Parfait and Laura notice me, they break off their conversation with Walt. Both the witch and the fairy step away from Walt. Excuse us, princess. I watch curiously as Laura and Parfait leave the room without another word to me. What were they talking about? Walt turns in my direction and smiles. Morning, princess. I turn away. I turn toward Walt and watch he begins to put some puppets on the table into the box. Are these toys yours? These? They are for a show I'm doing later. I won't be playing with these things at my age. You look 12. I do not see how that is too old to be playing with dolls. I told you before, didn't I? I have the Neverland curse. I never explained what this curse was. I'm actually older than you are. I find that hard to believe. You don't know the story of Peter Pan, do you? It's not my fault that Mother had all the fairy tales removed from the palace. When I do not answer, Waltz only sighs and gives me a small smile. I'll assume that's a yes. Peter Pan is a boy who lives in Neverland. It's a place where no one ever grows up. I'm stuck in a child's body as a result of my curse. I won't revert to my real form until my curse is broken. Then, how old are you really? I'm 22 this year. What? I can only stare in shock at Walt's childish appearance. It is hard to believe that he is actually older than I am. I've never liked being treated as a child. That's never changed. Even when I was a child, I didn't like it. But let me assure you that it is much more annoying being treated like a child by someone who's younger than you. Walt straightens with the box in his arms. Now, if my princess will excuse me. He turns to leave. Where are you going? I have a show to do today. Walt does so many puppets and magic shows. How will he help me break my curse if he is never around? I'll go with you. What? I may accomplish a good deed if I come to one of your shows. That's true, but Walt sighs. I'm not sure it's a good idea. There are bad witches out there. Oh, there's the evil witch right here and the Martian, but no one is protecting me from her. Are you talking about Laura? Who else would I be referring to? Walt stares at me for a long moment, eyes thoughtful. He sets the box down on the table again. Don't go anywhere, I'll ask Lady Parfait first. He leaves the room and I lean over the box on the table and see a pile of carefully tailored puppets. Everything looks handmade. I used to sew my own puppets before Mother found out and forbade me from making them. Hi Kizaki. Hello again. How are you? How was your stream? Did you got many wins? Yeah. Many streams. How many wins did you got? And for Kizaki and everyone that came from Kizaki's raid, if you need to go take a rest, do your own thing, live, work, whatever, feel free to do so. I'm not here holding you back, pointing again at you, just do your thing. But take care of yourself. Otherwise, that way I'll be pointing again at you or a knife, or I'll bonk you. And for who doesn't know me, my name is Deviana Lunalepus, the audition for short, and I'm a human hair hybrid that does arts and craft streams, but also gaming streams like I'm doing right now. Also, if anyone is interested, these are my social medias. And I'm also the CIO of Virtual You Magazine, a magazine for VTubers from VTubers. So you can check that as well. Yeah, I'm just having a chill time with this game, relaxing. You came from Valorant FPS game to here, so I hope that after the pew pews you'll be able to relax a bit. Since I started streaming last year, this was actually the first game I started streaming. I've been playing Cinderella Phenomenon every 2 weeks. except like I played last week and now I'm playing again just because I can play on the next week. So yeah, every 2 weeks I play this game and I try to do one of the routes. I try to get the bad ending and then get the good ending. So first I try to get Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpel's ending, bad and good. Then I went for Fritz, and then I went, and now I'm on the last boy, that is Waltz, because this is a game that I started years ago, and I did on Rod and Carlos, so I just started doing this. This is Otome visual novel game, kind of stuff. That is also why I do it every 2 weeks, because since I want to have all the endings, I want to give people a break, but also I want to rest my voice because there is a lot of reading on it. Sometimes I have people here with me helping me voice acting, but most of the time I'm the one who just reads, and the others are the ones who do more like voice acting. So yeah, this is just like my normal Friday game, unless I'm collabing with like Kronos or any of the others. I think my collabs on Friday were always with Kronos when we were playing with X2, and now we are finished it, so maybe I'll have Friday streams that aren't this game in another time with other people that isn't only Kronos, probably Kronos, because even on my collabs on Friday that wasn't this game, it was Smite and Heroes of the Storm, I wasn't able to stream because I thought that my computer couldn't handle it. So beside that, the only times I streamed on Friday was with Kronos, so this is just my usually Friday game kind of thing. Yeah, this game is kind of special to me because also this game is free. This game is free. I actually find it the year after it released or 2 years after it released. But first I found kind of a demo prototype game that DaniHadi did that was called Locked Heart, because I was trying to find 4 fairy tales based games, and then I found the Locked Heart. That was their first game. I complete all the game with all the endings, good and bad. That on that one we had only 3 guys to pursue. And then I went to search more about the company to see if they had more games, because I really enjoy the art style. I really enjoy the fact that they mix fairy tales. So then I discovered that they have more recently released this game that is called Cinderella Phenomenon, and I was really happy and I was playing everything. And then when I started playing Cinderella Phenomenon, a bit after, they announced Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, that it was a sequel. So probably after I finish this one, we are going to for the sequel, or maybe for a new one, I don't know yet. Yeah, I've been almost playing this game for 1 year on stream, besides in 2018 when I played it alone. So yeah, but I've been enjoying it so far. Yeah, and I hope that you all have a chill time here with me while I'm still playing it. And thank you Kizaki and Shiny Storm for the redeems. My back rocket. Also a little bit of resume of where I am right now. So we are the main character, the one that is there in the corner. When we are starting the game, we can pick like the already given name that is called Lucette, but we can also change for our own, and I change it for Diviana because that's my name here, YouTuber name. So I changed it for Diviana. That's why I pre-ordered Diviana there. But like, we are the crown princess of this kingdom called Angiel, and our mother was a queen before, but she died so years ago. So, and we were raised only by her. Our father was away from us, and our father is a king, but he was away from us. And our mother raised us into this really cold, selfish, and like person that only depends on herself and doesn't trust anyone or anything, blah blah. So this witch disguised herself as our doll, and then she cursed us. We are really near to turn 18, so a lot of events are going to happen, and because of that, she cursed us with the fairy tale curse, and the fairy tale curse that we got is Cinderella. So we kind of got the reverse of Cinderella. That is, like, Cinderella went from rags to riches. We went from riches to rags. So everyone on the kingdom forgot that who we are, unless they are of some magic power or they have the fairy tale curse. Otherwise, they don't remember who we are. And then we enter the mansion with some people that we find. And there we found Laura. She kind of tells a little bit what's happening with also the leader of the fairies. But we still don't know really what is happening. And yeah, that's how the story ends. Then we just proceed to try break our curse while pairing up with one of the boys. And the boys are Rod, that is our stepbrother, because our father then married a woman that had already kids, and their kids became our brother and sister. So Rod is our stepbrother that is 2 years younger than us, and he has the mermaid curse. So like, its fairy tale is the Little Mermaid story. Then we find Karma, this beautiful female that is actually a man in disguise, because he has the Beauty and the Beast curse. You can already tell what is his fairy tale. So he disguised himself as a woman because of his fairy tale curse. Then we have Rumpelstiltskin that appeared one day here without remember anything about himself. Like, he remembered everything else from everyone that wasn't related to him. Like, he remembered that we were the crown princess. He remembered any other aspect of Angiel, but he didn't remember a thing from himself, unless the only thing he remembered was that he had the Rumpelstiltskin curse. So in his case, he needs to collect memories to remember his name. So like, because he doesn't know his name, because Rumpelstiltskin, there is the name thing, he needs to find his name to break his curse. So we call him Rumpel to call him something. Is actually the one who even picks Rumpel as his temporary name. Then there is Fritz, that was assigned as our knight after our mother passed away. He is our personal knight and personal guard. He is cursed without knowing, and he has the Red Riding Hood curse. In this case, Fritz is Red Riding Hood, and then he gets an alter ego that is the Big Bad Wolf. So there is also that. And last but not least, it's the one that we are going for now. It's Waltz, and he looks like a little child, but as we just said, he's 22 years old and he has the Neverland curse. So he was an adult and was forced to go back to his child form and with his child limit because of the Neverland curse. Yeah, it is literally called fairy tale curse because anyone can get a different fairy tale curse. It's like as soon as we start the beginning of the story, we hear two maidens speaking like, "Oh, did you hear someone got a fairy tale curse? It's Pinocchio this time." We got and then we got Cinderella. There is these all other 5 that I told you. So yeah, normally it's like fairy tale curse can be any fairy tale. Hi Zeph, how are you? And that was also something that I got also called out because I saw that these. Oh, I forgot to put the E there. Because I really like fairy tales. I don't know, something calls me out, and then I think the art style is pretty. And then I find one game, go search it, and then that company had made another game like also mixing fairy tales and with a pretty style. And then they did a sequel of the game, so I'm really happy to play it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And like everything on the game is really pretty, and I totally recommended it. You're welcome. And yes, I hope that you're resting. Zeph, how are you feeling though? How is your throat? Are you still feeling a little bit ill? She told me that sewing was something a crown princess should do. Was not something a crown princess should do. Interested? Walt's footsteps are so soft that I do not even notice that he has returned to the room until I see him standing before me. I step away from the box. I hope that you get better soon, Zeph. Thank you, Shihime Dracos VT for the follow. Thank you. Yeah. I was actually going to hug Zeph. You can also pet if you do exclamation point pet and then tag Zeph. Oh, how does he move so quickly? Permission granted, come on. The show starts in an hour. I watch as Walt steps up a small booth on the street where I'd first seen him with Elaine. Oh, not pet with E, pets like from Ed Pet, this pet. This pet. Back then, I never thought I would see him again. It's nice to see you actively trying to break your curse. I shrugged. I'm not convinced that this will work, but Parfait said that if I partner up with someone, I may be able to break my curse faster. So you choose to partner with me? Zeph, I'm on Walt's road and I'm really close to finish actually. In terms of like, the only thing that I'm missing from the game right now is Walt's good ending, and that's what I'm trying to get right now. I'm on chapter 3 of getting Walt's good ending, so yeah. Also, Zeph, if you want to join, I'm on my server. So, Because I remember you voice tags there also before. So if you want to join, I'm just on my server. And don't worry about the spelling, kids, like it's totally fine. But yeah, but you should rest instead of speaking though, because your throat. His tone of voice startles me. He sounds both happy and sad. Was he lying when he said he wanted to help me? That everyone in the Martian was willing to help me? Would you rather I'd pick someone else? No. I jumped at his sudden reaction. Also, awkwardly clears his voice. No, I'll do everything I can to help you. Alt heads for the back of the booth. I begin to follow him, but I'm forced to stop when he holds out his hand. You haven't had enough training to be my personal assistant yet, princess. What? I stare at him, puzzled. Thank you, Kizaki. Yes, please eat, please rest, please learn to do whatever you need to do. You aren't forced to stay here, okay? Just do your thing. Also, this is not only for Zeph, but if anyone else wants to enter my Discord server, feel free to do so. Sorry, I'm just preparing things. Huh. Why aren't rules working though? Okay, the same I said to Zeph, I said to Kizaki. Just this and this and I will change things later. Yeah, I noticed. I'm preparing everything so you can join. Okay, I think you can see the call that I'm in now. Yeah. I said that and then I was like, wait, I just told him to rest. Why am I asking him for joining? Let him rest. I think it's just my brain like, oh yeah, you can join. And then I'm like, wait, but he's sick. He should be resting. Yeah, it's totally fine. Just rest, eat your noodle soup, have a chill time, get better. So that way next week you can go back to streaming as you had planned. I never said I wanted to be your personal assistant. And training? Why would one need training to assist with a children's show? You might just be able to snag a good deed if you agree to become my assistant, you know? There is a teasing twinkle in Walt's eyes as he waves me off. But until you are ready, you should stay here with the children and just watch the show. I think you'll enjoy this story. I recommend it. Getting a place up front, you'll be able to see all the action that way. When I do not move, Walt sighs and smiles at me. I promise the children won't bite you unless you bite them first. Fine. That's my star. Star? It disappears around the back, leaving me alone. In no time at all, people begin to gather. Soon, there is an impressive audience around Walt's small booth. I look at the group of children that are clustered as close as possible to the front. They are all clearly excited for the show to start. I used to do puppet shows with my dolls too. I felt less alone when I pretended my dolls could talk. And I am still alone. Nothing has changed. I said as I sidestep to allow someone else to stand beside me. I'm surprised to see that the person is an adult. I look out to the gathering crowd of people and find that there is an almost equal ratio of children and adults. Why the adults be at something as childish as a puppet show? Hello everyone. An excited silence falls over the area as Walt's voice rises above the crowd. Hi, Walt. I'm here once again to share another story with you. I hope you enjoy the show. Once upon a time, there was a village whose people were always happy. But one day, an evil witch found the village. The evil witch carried darkness deep in her heart. She was jealous of the town folks who were filled with so much light and happiness. I cannot be happy, the evil witch said. Then no one can be happy. Overly dramatic. I almost jumped when I felt a tug on my dress. I looked down to see a little boy pulling at the hem of my skirt, though his eyes remained focused on the puppets. I don't like her. That witch, she's bad. His grip on my skirt tightens. He's wriggling my dress. Oh, I already know what is a good choice here, because last time I failed. Because I tried to be mean. Because I thought... I don't know. I put remove his hand. That's the right one, okay? I reached down to pry the boy's hand off my skirt, but the boy moves faster than me. The moment I pulled his hand away, he quickly refastens his grip, this time around my hand. Hey! The boy does not move his hand. In fact, his hold only tightens, so much that I find it impossible to pull my hand away. There is no way I can make him let go without causing a scene. Now I am going to be stuck holding the hand of a little boy. I do not know until the end of the show. How did this happen? Darkness spread over the village. The people began to suffer. They forgot what happiness felt like. One villager decided to leave and find a good witch that would help save everyone from the evil witch. This villager knew it would be very dangerous, for if he were discovered, the evil witch would certainly kill him and his family. But the man knew he had to try if he ever wanted to see the other villagers smile again. Many days later, the man finally returned with a good witch, whose heart was filled with light as the evil witch was filled with darkness. The good witch, unable to bear the sight of the villagers suffering, decided to help them. She cast a powerful spell that would send the evil witch away and save the village at the cost of her own life. Once the spell was cast, the darkness disappeared from the village. To this day, the people of the village are said to carry the good witch's light with them, and everyone lived happily ever after. But aren't all witches evil? That's simply not true. I've met a good witch, one with a heart more light and loving than any fairies. More of the children begin to ask questions. I sigh, unable to do anything except wait while Walt is bombarded with questions. Thank you. The boy that took my hand gives me one last squeeze before running off to join his friends. What did he thank me for? Once the audience finally leaves, Walt skims out from behind the booth and smiles up at me. The show was a success. Princess? There was a boy. He thanked me even though I did nothing for him. The little boy who was with you? But you did do something. You held his hands. I did not want to. I realized it when I saw the annoyed look on your face. It would have been good of you to do it if you would mean to calm him down. What? That boy was really frightened by the evil witch in the show. He thanked you because you held his hand and stayed with him when he was scared. Sometimes, just having someone beside you when you're afraid is enough. Having someone beside you? I think back on all the times I felt scared. Mother always told me to hide my fear and to never cry because it made me appear weak. I could never ask for her help, or the king was never there for me. Every time I was afraid, I was always alone. I shake off the memories and realize that Walt is asking me a question. What did you think of the show? It was short and simple. That's it. I created that entire show, you know. Array, characters, everything. It could have been better. You won me. I have nothing more to say, and Walt seems disheartened by my silence. You always complimented my stories, even when they were silly. Walt's telling me stories? I do not recall such a thing. He makes it sound as if we've known each other for a long time. Before I can ask him for clarification, he changes the topic. Do you mind accompanying me to the toy shop before we head back? Oh my god, my voice, what's happening? Do I have a choice? Walt's lips creak with a smile as he picks up his materials. You might have fun, princess. Come on. This is the shop I went before I was cursed. Feel free to look around, princess. It won't be too long. I nodded at him before walking over to the doll display. The dolls here are actually beautiful, but with the gold I have left, I won't be able to afford even one. I miss my dolls. Papa, I want that one. The sound of a little girl's voice draws my attention. I look around the store before spotting a little girl pointing at a big teddy bear. She looks expectantly at the man beside her. That must be her father. The man shakes his head, his eyes filled with regret. We can't afford that one, dear. Could you choose something else? The girl looks like she's on the verge of bawling. I back away, fearing that the child might throw a tantrum. Instead, she rubs at her eyes before looking up at her father with a slow smile. I understand. The man smiles and pats her head. Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. You're being so grown up. I only need you and Mama to be happy. I love you, Papa. I love you too. The king was never once told me that he loved me. He must be better off without me. Do I even belong in the palace anymore? Papa, look! The king! The moment I hear say his title, I quickly rush from the toy shop. Hail the king! Long live the king! Oopsie. Long live the king! Hail King Gennaro! He is the first one I see, mounted on his favorite white stallion, as he waves at everyone. I spot a filly Rod and Emmeline with him, mimicking his motions. The king used to invite me to join him before, but I always declined. I always went out alone. Once a month, the king sets out to check on the conditions of the kingdom in person. It is his way of bonding with the town folks. The Order of Caldera trails behind the royal family with Sir Alcázar at the head, but there is one particular person that is missing. It is strange that Fritz isn't here. The parade is an impressive sight. Crowds lining the streets become denser with each passing second. I weave around the mass of people in an attempt to get closer to the king. Thank you, everyone. He's smiling, a true smile. I've never seen him smile like that at me. A heaviness begins to weigh down my heart. Suddenly, it becomes harder to breathe. Please, look this way. Please, look at me. The king is looking happier these days, isn't he? I don't think I have ever seen him so joyful. Must be his family. Happier? All I want is for the king to look at me, to see me. But he does not much as glance my way once. I stare at the ground with pearly eyes. He's happy without me. I return to the toy shop with a heavy heart. The little girl from earlier is standing with her father by the door. He ruffles her hair before holding his hand out to her with a smile. She takes it with a giggle, and the two walk off together. A hot ache sings through my blood as I watch them leave. Is this jealousy? I reach up and clutch at my chest. My heartbeat feels painful. It is a terrible feeling. Princess? Viviana? I stare at Walt, temporarily stunned by the fact that he called me by my name, and not by my title. Are you okay? Despite myself, I find my eyes drawn back to the little girl and her father as they stand just outside the door to the toy shop. Princess? So the correct choice here is I am fine. You don't look fine to me at all. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the little girl and her father as they disappear into the crowd outside the toy shop. I am. You still look tough, even though you're hurting inside. I am not here. What is this for? In case you suddenly feel like crying. I am not going to cry. I am not that weak. Walt frowns when I do not take the handkerchief from him. He puts it back into his pocket with a shake of his head. Crying doesn't make you weak, princess. Walt's gaze moves to the set of teddy bears displayed on one of the shelves. He's quiet for a few moments before he speaks. He's affected by the curse. What? The king. He can't remember you because of the curse. That doesn't mean he never cared about you. That's the reason you looked so down, right? I was looking outside. I saw the way you looked at him. Doesn't he know that it's rude to stare? Oh, and how did I look? Hurt. I turn away before Waltz can see the frustration on my eyes. He loves you, you know, more than you'll ever know. And how much you know that? You don't know him at all. Everyone has their own ways of expressing their love. I'm sure he has his own ways. By not being there when I needed him, he was never acted like a father to me. It says, don't pretend to know what my life at the palace was like, Waltz. This conversation is over. Let us return to the Martian. Look at what I drew. Diviana, you know you're not meant to be in here. But I drew this picture of us. See? That is Mother and me. And you are holding Mother's hand. Go play somewhere else, Diviana. I'm busy. But you are always busy, Father. I just want to go to your mother. I'm sure she is looking for you. Okay. I'm vaguely aware of the moonlight in my room when I sit up in my bed, heart beating painfully fast. What was I dreaming about? It felt like I was dreaming about the king, but why now? A few days have already passed since I saw him. I fell back onto the bed, closed my eyes, and once again attempt sleep, but it's over stubbornly out of my reach. What was that? Who could be making that noise at this time of the night? I step out of my bed and head outside to investigate. There's no one here. The sound is coming from the tavern. So now the correct answer is to check it out. Slowly turn the knob and open the door. Hello? The broom begins to walk toward me. I begin to back away. It's the middle of the night. There is no way I'm going to sweep now. But the broom just hops past to cower behind me. That's some broom you got there. Walt, what are you doing here? I couldn't sleep, so I decided to continue working on some of my puppets. But I accidentally stepped on the broom and it went berserker. I turned around to grab Mr. Broom, leaning it against its designated spot on the wall. But why are you here? I heard a sound. As curious as always. That's going to get you in trouble, you know. I don't need to be lectured by you. I apologize for waking you up. You should go back to sleep. I would not be here if I could sleep. I might as well stay for a while. If that's what you want. Walt turns back to his puppets on the table. He leans down over the puppets, checking their steams. Since you are here, I think you can help me. Help you? What do you think of my newest puppet? I look at Walt with surprise. With his eyes so wide and his lower lip just jutting out, he looks almost like a puppy begging for a treat. Is he expecting a compliment on the puppet? Well, I look closely at the puppet's eyes. Looks evil. Really? I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to be the villain in my next show. Thank you for the help, Princess. I'm glad that my mentor approves. Mentor? Waltz doesn't answer. That's it? Indeed. I only offered one opinion, but he looks so happy. What a weird person. Waltz resumes his hymn, stewing in silence. It's very talent to be able to sew such a complicated animal. He has probably been doing this for a long time to be so skilled. Possibly even longer than I expected, considering the nature of his curse. You look like you've got something on your mind, Princess. Well, you have never actually told me how to break your curse. I guess I haven't. Walt clears his throat as he goes back to his sewing. I need to find Tinkerbell Neverland. Alright, you don't know the story. Mother burned all the fairy tale books in the palace before I could read most of them. That is always our excuse. It's exactly that. And nobody would tell me any of the stories. Mother always forbade me from talking about them. Peter Pan is the story of a boy who never grows up. He's accompanied by a fairy friend named Tinkerbell, and the two of them live together in Neverland. In my case, Tinkerbell is a key that can open my Neverland's box, a family heirloom. My shadow is being kept in Neverland. That shadow is my magic. If I get it back, my curse will break. Magic? I am a witch, Princess. Said it's known gently, like stating what his job is. He and Laura are the same? I've seen Waltz conjure flowers from thin air before, and I never associate that with the type of magic that witches do. You're a witch? Cursed witch? How is that possible? Only the Tenebrar Bear has the ability to curse another witch. It's why I can only do simple magic nowadays. If I ever want to cast proper spells again, I'm going to need to find Tinkerbell Neverland. You don't know where Tinkerbell Neverland are? No, I don't. Does that mean you're stuck in this form forever? How about the story? I feel unknowns begin to simmer inside of me. Why do you do that? You change the subject to purposefully avoid answering me. No, that's not it, Princess. I'm trying to explain, and I think a story is the best way for me to do that. I am silent as Walt reaches into his box of puppets. He pulls out two of them, then motions for me to sit in front of him. He holds out the puppet to me, and I can tell he intends for me to wear it on my hand. My feelings on the subject must show on my face, but Walt is resolute. Please? I do not know what this will achieve, but maybe this way I'll finally get some answers. Fine. Walt takes a deep breath. Once upon a time, there lived a princess who was always alone. She spent most of her time inside her room, as her mother, the queen, forbade her from going out. The princess' only company were her dolls, but the princess so badly wanted friends that she would always sneak out of the palace to play with the children who lived in the town. It's as if he's narrating my childhood. How do you... But Walt continues speaking as if he does not hear me. One day the princess met a boy. The boy was a few years older than her, but he was the queen's faithful servant. The boy could see how lonely the princess was, and his heart ached for her. They became friends, Every day he would sneak into her room and would play with her. He spent 2 years like that until the queen found out. The boy was sent away and he never saw the princess again, until a short while ago. I stumbled back and the pot slides off my hand as I stare at walls, my mind whirling. We've known each other for a long time, princess. This cannot be true. Waltz looks at me again, his expression full of melancholy. I always see that look. He wears it even when he is happy. He seems to carry that sadness with him wherever he goes. We were friends. Never had any friends. Would have remembered. That's what you remember. Your memories have holes in them. Gaps that you can't explain. How do you know that? Because I was there when the queen ordered that some of your memories be erased. Mother? But why? I don't believe you. I don't believe any of this. I didn't expect you to believe me. Why is he looking at me like that? He looks like he's in pain. But he cannot be told the truth. I stand up straight, my hands clenched into fists. I'm going to my room. I almost run from the tavern area. Waltz does not try to follow me. Waltz's words look persistently in my mind. We were friends. It's on one of the chairs in the reception area, trying to put my thoughts in order. Hi Robin, how are you? Thank you for the half pets. Why is Dream Elements? Oh no, it's there. Dream has been chill and calm so far. Oh, it never been. There is no way he was my friend. What is this? What a delight to run into the princess at this hour. Though I may ask, why are you still awake, darling? I jump at the sound of Carmen's voice. I turn to look at him. Carmen frowns at the expression on my face. You look like you've seen a ghost. I can only stare at him in response. Oh my, is my beautiful so captivating you find yourself at a loss for words? No, I was just thinking about how beautiful I am. His ego knows no bounds. I roll my eyes and change the subject. What are you doing, Kitty, up this late? A nighttime stroll? Found myself feeling with ennui. Right. I'll go and retire for the night now. Have a good sleep. It will be another long day tomorrow. You do not have to remind me. You still have a ways to go before you get used to the commoner's lifestyle. But I strongly struggle with it. Karma barely works. Only ever see him slack off. But wait. Are you a novel, Karma? Perhaps. He's going nowhere. This tavern is full of secretive people. I wonder if this lifestyle has anything to do with this curse. Well, I'm not planning to get used to the commoner lifestyle. I'll break my curse as soon as possible. Seems like we both have a long way to go before that happens, princess. We don't want to play with you anymore. But why? We are friends, are we not? Friends? Who said that? did. We were friends until you stopped sharing your toys. But that is because you still haven't. What? You haven't returned the toys I gave you. Return them. You gave them to us. No, I did not. Let's go play with our real friends. Yeah, our real friends aren't selfish. Ugh. I warned you, dearest one. Didn't I tell you? People will only hurt you in the end. That's why I forbade you from playing with those children. I only ever want what's best for you. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm so sorry. Hush now, dearest one. Mother won't let anyone hurt you anymore. Family. I'm saving again. Three weeks have passed since my encounter with the king. I am once again in town with Waltz as he prepares for one of his shows. I have already lost count of how many of his shows I have watched at this point. The excursions have become part of my daily routine. Waltz has been insisted on training me as his assistant, so I have decided to play along. Even now, I am helping him construct this booth, so that he refuses to let me carry anything too heavy. I have experienced so many new things these past few days, few months, things I had always wanted to experience, but had never told anyone about. Somehow Waltz knew about all of them. Even when he told me that we were childhood friends, and insisted that my memories of him had been erased, I haven't lived with him. But now, I'm beginning to believe that he's telling the truth about his forgotten friendship. Walt smiles at me from where he is assembling the front of the booth. He used to dream about getting out of the palace to see NGL. Now you're here. You can't imagine how happy I am that I can finally fulfill all of the promises I made you. Still have reservations about believing your story, but Walt, even if you didn't know me a long time ago, I'm not the same. I hand him the small curtains of the booth for the booth. My head tipped so that I do not have to look him in the eyes. I am not a child you used to know. I know that. But I also believe that the girl that I knew all those years ago, the one who was able to was always so happy of the smallest things. That kind, sincere girl, she's still you. How can that be when I don't think I've ever truly known that happiness feels like? After Waltz hangs the curtains, the booth is complete. I expect him to step out from the side as he always does, but he sets his palms down on the table instead and looks at me. When I saw you again that day, I was so happy. I thought fate had brought you back to me. Walt's voice is very soft when he speaks. But then you still didn't recognize me. Walt's voice trails off and I frown. There are still so many things he's not telling me. Eventually, Walt picks up his box of puppets and smiles at me brightly. Anyway, I've got a show to perform. Don't go anywhere. I notice that his smile does not reach his eyes as I watch him walk away. I look I look out at the crowd that has gathered for the show. There are a lot of families here today. I watch as two families approach each other. Adults begin to converse with each other. Other kids run up to the front of the crowd to catch a better glimpse of the show. Some of the children have shoes, but the parents are barefoot. All their clothes are dirty and torn. Their lives are clearly hard, but they are still smiling. I've never been in desperate need of clothes or food. I've never had to work for anything. Should have been happier than these people when I was a princess, but now I'm beginning to see that the material things that I have were never enough to guide me true happiness. Hello everyone. I take a step off to the side as Waltz begins his show. Waltz weaves his stories and I can't read, oh my god. Seamlessly as he always does, captivating his audience with every word, but I am not paying attention. My focus is locked on the two families standing near me. When I see these people, I cannot help but wonder, what kind of life have I been leading? Walt shows was a success yet again. He is smiling from ear to ear as he counts the coins he has earned as a reward for his good performance. I look happier than usual. I am. I've been saving money for a special toy, and now I can finally buy it. He says he does not like to be treated like a child. He gets so excited whenever he mentions a new toy. I pause at the sound of laughter and look up to see a group of children talking excitedly to each other as they approach Waltz and I. It might be our opportunity. An opportunity? Making these children happy might be a good deed. What? Waltz ignores me as he jogs up to the children. Waltz! The group of children swarm him, talking loudly as they each try to cling on him in some manner. You know what? I think I'm going to save here and sleep because I'm having trouble reading. I'm blacking out. I need to rest. Yeah, I'm in extreme here. I'm sorry, I'm doing short stream today. Less than the 2 hours that I said, but I'm really trying to read. I'm interested on the story. I swear I am. I'm just too tired. I'm just too tired. So let's just see you to read. So Sue is online, but I think she was already streaming for me. Yeah, she's going for 3 hours. Oh no, she celebrates for. Oh, she's going to stream for 16 hours. Okay. You just put F masters. Okay. So we are reading Sue. I think. Is she inside? Oh, she's doing a tiny break. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep. I was just looking for who to read, but then I saw Sue. I never read it, so. Oh, I think she's back. Which PNG? Yeah, she's back. Her PNG is moving. So we are reading, so the read message will be... Oops, not this one. So this is a read message for who is sub. For who isn't sub, the read message will be this one. And we are going to read Sushi, because she lurks here a lot and on other people's streams. She is a mute stream. She talks on chat, but not on, like, you don't hear her speaking, but you can see her typing on chat. And I think you will enjoy this with the chill vibe as well. Yeah. We are reading Sue. And yeah. Again, my stream for tomorrow will be moving to Sunday. Don't know the time yet, probably afternoon on Europe, because I'm on Europe. Also, Kizaki, thank you so much for the raid. And thanks so much for the follow earlier, Shihime Dracos. And yeah. Thank you again for joining me today. I'm sorry for the short stream, but I had to. And see you all on my next stream on Sunday. Bye bye.